yeah, I'm 10, 12 years in, I got 4 MVPs and 4 championships, like, but do I still want to do this shit? You know what I'm saying?
You know how hard it is.
Some people say, I want to go play baseball.
Right?
Yeah. And then I want to come back. Or some people say, I'm going to go 22 straight.
Garth Gilmore told me one time, he played for Chicago, he said, if you expect to play a long time in this league, you better quit mopping up the floor. And I thought, well, he's crazy, because that's what basketball is all about.
Bird takes it away from Wilkins, goes to the floor and gets it up ahead.
Larry Bird just reportedly clapped back at LeBron James and Kevin Durant, and what he said is something every NBA fan needs to hear. The Celtics legend has stayed mostly silent during the never-ending debates between today's stars and the old-school greats. But according to people close to Bird, a comment Kevin Durant made on LeBron's Mind the Game podcast crossed a line so far that even Larry Legend couldn't sit quiet anymore. Bird built his entire legacy on one core belief: show up and compete every single night, no excuses, no load management, no rest days. Just basketball. This is the same man who played through back pain so brutal he had to lie flat on the floor before games just to loosen up. Bird never coasted, never ducked competition, and never forgot that players owe everything to the game, and to the fans who pay to watch them. So when Durant casually tossed shade at Michael Jordan during that podcast, Bird reportedly saw it as one of the most disrespectful comments he's heard come out of modern NBA circles, and that is what finally pushed him to fire back.
Some people say, I want to go play baseball.
LeBron started laughing instantly the camera caught it. Both he and Durant knew exactly what they were doing. They were trying to spin Jordan's first retirement into some kind of weakness, as if LeBron's longevity somehow made him tougher or more committed to the game. But there's one massive problem with Durant's little joke. It completely ignores the real reason Michael Jordan retired in 1993. Jordan didn't wake up bored. He didn't walk away because he felt like trying something new. His father James Jordan was murdered that summer, taken from him in the most devastating way imaginable. Jordan didn't quit basketball. He stepped away to honor his father's memory and pursue the baseball dream they shared together. That's not weakness. That's grief, loyalty, and love on a human level these two should have respected. So when Durant smirks and says, some people play baseball, he isn't just being flippant, he's trivializing one of the darkest moments in Jordan's life. And LeBron, laughing right beside him, co-signed the disrespect. Now look at the timing. Jordan didn't retire after choking in the playoffs. He didn't walk away after getting exposed on the big stage. He retired after winning his 3rd straight championship, accomplishing what Magic, Bird, and Isaiah never did. A three-peat at the literal height of his dominance, all while carrying the grief of losing his father. And the two players trying to rewrite that history, that's where the irony hits. Kevin Durant, a player known for bailing when the pressure rises. In 2016, he joined the very team that beat him, the 73-win Warriors, with Steph, Klay, and Draymond. The move many still call the weakest decision in NBA history, and it didn't stop there. He forced his way out of Brooklyn. Then Phoenix. Every time the road gets rough, KD changes directions. This is the guy implying Jordan quit. And then there's LeBron. When things soured in Cleveland, he left for Miami. When the Heat declined, he ran back to Cleveland. When that project hit its ceiling, he bolted for Los Angeles. LeBron has rewritten the art of strategic exits, but the disrespect didn't stop with the baseball joke. Durant doubled down, saying the real measure of greatness should be playing 20 years, as if longevity alone is the goal. Not championships. Not dominance. Not maximizing your prime. Just sticking around. And LeBron nodded like he was hearing the gospel. This is exactly where Jordan's philosophy blows their entire argument apart.
What do you think of when you hear the term load management thrown around?
It shouldn't be needed, first and foremost. You know, I never wanted to miss a game because it was an opportunity to prove. The fans are there to watch me play. I want to impress that guy.
Michael Jordan never chased longevity, he chased perfection. Every season, his mission was the same: push himself to the absolute limit, elevate everyone around him, win championships, and dominate the game on both ends of the floor.
No, because when I play hard all the time. You know, there's no turn it on here, turn it off here. It's just 110% off.
Jordan played 15 years in the NBA, but realistically, only 13 true seasons at full strength. And in that span, he collected 6 championships, 6 finals MVPs, 5 regular season MVPs, 10 scoring titles, and 9 all-defensive team selections. That's not just greatness, that's efficiency at a level the sport has almost never seen. Now compare that to Durant and LeBron combined. Together, they've logged 39 seasons, nearly triple Jordan's peak, and their total resume stacks up at 6 championships, 5 MVPs, 6 finals MVPs, 5 scoring titles, and only 5 all-defensive selections, almost 40 years of basketball. Yet they still didn't match what Jordan did in about a decade. More time, fewer results. The math speaks for itself.
I twisted my ankle, and I had a teammate, David Greenwood. He says, you twist your ankle, young fella, come over and sit with me. This is you need to. I said, no, man, I'm trying to make a name for myself. There's no way I can sit. I need to get out there and show what I'm capable of. I want to play. I want to win. I want to make an impact.
That was Jordan's mentality from the very beginning. As a rookie in 1984, he suited up for all 82 games, no excuses, no skipped nights. And he did it in an era that was tougher in every possible way. The game was more physical, the travel was grueling, and the resources were minimal. Teams flew commercial, had one trainer, one strength coach, and back-to-backs were a normal part of the grind. Yet players still showed up. Just look at the 1999 to 2000 season. 58 players played all 82 games. Now compare that to today. The 2020s have produced the worst availability rates in NBA history, despite players having every luxury and advantage imaginable: private jets, full medical and performance staffs, cutting-edge sports science, and world-class training facilities. And somehow, they're playing less than ever. Why? Because the mindset changed.
The fans are there that watch me play. I want to impress that guy way up on top who probably worked his ass off to get a ticket or to get money to buy the ticket.
You really cared about the guy who sat in the top deck at the Palace in Auburn Hills to watch you when you came to Detroit?
Yeah, because I know he's probably yelling at me, and I want to shut him.
That's the difference. Jordan respected the game. He respected the fans. He understood that being an NBA player is a privilege, not a burden. When you're making $95 million and you sit out games because you're tired, that's not protecting your body, that's disrespecting the people who pay to watch you play. It's a slap in the face to everyone who shows up expecting greatness.
Let me tell you about why it was important to me, because that's all I'm going to say. My parents, I didn't come from very much. And for Christmas, my parents got me a ticket to go watch the San Antonio Spurs because David Robinson was my favorite player. One ticket. My dad, who worked security and scrubbed floors and did all this stuff, he dropped me off at the game, gave me $5, and I went in there by myself because my family couldn't afford to come to the game.
That's who today's stars are sitting out on. That's who they're disrespecting with load management. LeBron has played a full 82-game season one time in more than 20 years. One time. Meanwhile, guys like Larry Bird, Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, even Allen Iverson did it multiple times without complaining. And here's the real issue. When LeBron takes nights off, when he embraces load management, it sets a tone for the entire league. If the face of the NBA can skip games, then why shouldn't everyone else? The attitude trickles down. Role players start resting. Bench players start resting. Suddenly the whole league is acting like the regular season doesn't matter and the only games worth playing are in the playoffs.
This rest stuff just drives me crazy. You're playing basketball for a living, okay? I understand if you're working in a coal mine that you may need a rest day after it. You're playing basketball.
Kevin McHale said it best: Jordan's era was built different because Jordan set the standard. When MJ was the face of the league, players showed up. They competed. They played hurt. They understood the responsibility that came with those jerseys. Jordan himself missed 64 games in a season because of a broken foot. The Bulls wanted to shut him down for the year, but Jordan refused. He came back on a strict minutes restriction, yet when the game was close with 30 seconds left, he demanded to be on the floor. He explained it perfectly. Do I care about the guy sitting in the top deck? Yeah. He's probably yelling at me, and I want to shut him up. If people are coming to watch me play, I don't want to miss that chance. If I physically can't go, that's one thing. But if I just don't feel like it, that's completely different. That's the mentality that defined his era: accountability, competitiveness, and respect for the fan.
What is it? Load management?
Yep.
Like, can you imagine somebody telling me we gonna rest you tonight. What do you mean rest me? It's a game.
Or you coming into the season and going like this, I got 82 games, count on me missing 20.
No.
We can't have a guy making $95 million saying, I can't play basketball 4 days a week. You can't ask fans to pay that money for a guy making $95 million won't play back-to-back games.
I love the NBA game, but then I turn on to a game, right? And then the stars are not playing because of Lowe's management. It's hurting the game.
Jordan and Larry Bird didn't even play 15 full seasons each, and there's a reason for that. They left everything on the floor, every single night. They dove for loose balls, they played lockdown defense, they sacrificed their bodies, and they did whatever it took to win. They didn't pace themselves or worry about year 20. Their focus was simple: tonight's game and this year's championship. Meanwhile, Durant and LeBron have spent years chasing individual numbers, stats, points, milestones, all-time lists. Jordan made it clear, if he cared about scoring records, he would have kept playing and chased Wilt and Kareem. But he didn't. Records didn't matter to him.
Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson's, Larry Bird, Charles Barkley's, we earned what we got. When the corporate America came to us, we had a game that could validate their admiration and
sponsorship and all that, yeah.
Now they get that before they play one game.
Yeah.
So you're rolling the dice to see if this kid's ever going to be good or not.
Yeah.
So in essence, you're paying the kid off of potential that he may be great.
You don't think that's good?
No, because I think it sets bad work ethic. When you get something so easily, you're not going to work as hard.
So when Durant says his goal is to play 20 years, he unintentionally exposes the gap between his generation and Jordan's. Jordan never cared about longevity. He cared about domination. His mission wasn't to hang around, it was to be the best, to build a legacy no one could touch. And he did all of that in just 13 full seasons. Durant and LeBron? Nearly 40 combined seasons, and they're still chasing Jordan's shadow. And here's the real twist: NBC just brought Michael Jordan back into the NBA spotlight. Why? Because even after being retired for over 2 decades, Jordan still holds more power, more influence, and more respect than anyone playing today. When Jordan talks, the entire basketball world listens. If he says players should compete, should show up every night, should respect the fans, that message hits harder than anything coming from today's stars. That's Jordan's true response to Durant and LeBron. Not a podcast. Not a rant. Not a social post. His relevance is the response. His legacy carries more weight than their words ever will. And according to people close to him, Larry Bird has been saying the same thing privately. Bird has told friends that Jordan doesn't need to defend himself, his career already did that. Durant and LeBron can laugh on their show, they can downplay rings, they can brush off the standards Jordan set. But the reality is simple: they're still measured against him. Every debate circles back to him, every all-time list starts with him, and no amount of longevity can rewrite that, because Jordan didn't chase years. He chased greatness. And greatness doesn't need 20 seasons. It needs moments, iconic, undeniable moments, and Jordan had 13 seasons full of them. Durant and LeBron, even together, still haven't matched that standard. So yes, Jordan responded. And yes, Larry Bird is standing with him. They just didn't have to say a single name to make their point. Their legacy, their mentality, and the way they approached the game, that's the response. And it's louder than any podcast clip ever will be. If you think today's NBA has lost its edge, hit that like button. If you believe players should respect the game and the fans again, drop a comment below. And if you want more breakdowns exposing what's really happening in basketball, make sure you subscribe, because this conversation is far from over.